And these Templar, apparently it wasn't their job to kill everyone and anyone. It was their job to, you know, fight demons. And so they've been preparing for this demonic invasion since about the dawn of their order, and have kept themselves buried underground for that long. Now, I'm all for secret orders that have knowledge above everyone else, but I'm sorry, no secret order in the modern day has nanotechnology, power armor, and all those other weird and wonderful things that don't exist yet. You know, all that sci-fi technology. I don't think anyone should be able to mix a demonic invasion and the introduction of magic to the world, because there are spellcasters. All of a sudden there's magic everywhere. You can't mix that with the hyper-advanced technology. Yeah, Ahrtimmer pulled it off, but that was still steampunk. This is ridiculous. Like, you get lightsabers in this game. They're not called that for, you know, legal reasons, but you do get lightsabers. Let's kill some zombies. Now, I've got a little bit of prior knowledge, because I have played through this game. Yes, I played the multiplayer when it was still around, and to my great disappointment, played all the way through the story. I've done it all in this game. Well, not all of it. There's achievements and things, and random other pointlessness like that. That's a nice mechanic. You can chop the top half off. What do we do? I think we'll level up. What do I want? I'm apparently not allowed to level up charge, and that's not on any of my keys. That's weird. Damage increased by 20%, that's good. Skills are usually... the descriptions are really, really bad. Like, effect, damage increased by 100%. It doesn't actually say what it does. Surely you could say it's an active attack. Like, this one, Crosscutter, turns a sword into a deadly missile by hurling it towards the enemy. Damage increased by 50%. It doesn't... I mean, in the description it says that it's a ranged attack, but nowhere else does it say that. I would have liked that cleared up a bit. What do we get? Aura of Power. I want Aura of Deflection, but I'm not high enough level, so let's get Surge of Restoration and some Stamina. Wow. Now that is impressive. Decent cooldown on it, but that charge, I like that. Completely forgotten that I'd learned that. Oh, right, it's attached to one of my weapons. That explains everything. I completely lost my train of thought. Usually, knowing me, it was something horrible about this game that I was referring to and complaining about, because that's what I do. I complain about Hellgate London. You'd be surprised how many hours I've done that. I complained about passing the game. I complained about the story premises that were annoying. Ah, yes, Templar. And their massively advanced technology. But as well as Templar, there's also military groups which have... well, they come in later. I didn't read those books, but they come in later in the story, all the military types, and they... was that just limboing? It's hard to tell with this really bad frame rate. Either way. Those gun-toting types are basically people who, they're not part of the Templar Order, but they eventually at some point convince the Templar to hand over some technology so that other people can fight. Namely, the technology to make guns. And the guns in this are something else that bothers me. The very first rifle you get is a machine gun. It's probably one of the ugliest things you'll ever see. Is a 20mm fully automatic machine gun. Don't know how many of you know about, guns, but 20mm is huge. It's a 20mm diameter bullet. I think it's diameter, it might be radius. You'll check me up on that one if I'm wrong. But that is a really big round. And to fire that fully automatic and never reload just feels cheap. You run around with that thing, spraying it all over the place like it's an Uzi. It's really is madness. And every single one of the bullets you fire, which I'll again point out, are massive bullets, so you'd imagine they'd have to do a lot to make them, is tipped with palladium just to penetrate demonic hides. Oh yeah, at one point I mentioned prior knowledge. All these dudes come to life, hence the fact that their swords look like the kind of swords I can get. Every single one of them. Not all at once, thankfully. Only if I walk near them after going through the Hellgate, and now I'm lost. Where's my map key? Wow. That's upstairs. I know I want to be downstairs. I'm this way. Central room. That's a start. Lag. That's a bigger start. Oh. And that thy feet millenniums hence be set in the midst of knowledge. Lovely. They have tried to make this game... Like, some of the areas, the unique areas particularly, are designed to look like the places they're modeling. But, and I think they may have succeeded. I've never been to London, sadly. But, the unique places are nice. Sadly, everywhere that's not a unique place, so all the little streets and places... They're either sewer tunnels, sewer maintenance tunnels to be more precise, of the likes you'd find in something like Fallout 3, or they are mental blank, it'll come back to me. Yes, or they're train subway tunnels. Use the Fox device. Okay, I'll get right on that after killing demons with guns. I'm starting to like that skill. Here I was thinking it was just a movement speed increase and, a damage increase for a short time. It's actually, really cool. More random stuff. Ah, right, it's control key for the alternate skills. Potions and things. I've lost my train of thought again. I apologize, guys. My running commentary is quite bad at this point. Ooh. Brown is always better than blue and green. I think it's trying for yellow, but, I'm allowed to complain as much as I want. That's what I'm here to do. Trail armor value increased by 10%. Lovely, very good defensive gloves. And the gloves do, in fact, look different. You don't see it yet so much, but there is a trade-off when choosing armor, which, all things considered, I like. You can choose for full armor, which is what I'm going for with this build, because I'm in melee and I like taking less damage when getting hit. The other options are a combination of armor and shield, or all shield. Shield basically adds additional health. the character I passed the game with was a sniper, so I went full shield. Full shield is really bad, because the moment your shield is gone, if somebody hits you, you'll die. You just don't have any health. And certainly no armor to back it up. Unidentified Templar broadsword. Item will not fit in inventory. Ah, yeah, because we're not allowed to actually drop items in this game. You destroy them. Let's talk to this thing. It looks like a good place as any to place the Fox device. Exit the Hell Rift. Time remaining. Alright, the Fox device is essentially a bomb. It blows up this whole Hellgate thing. Hell seems like a nice place from here, but I'm not going to stick around to watch it explode. The thing I don't get is why they don't, make more use of it. You use the Forks device once in the entire game. Emperor Golka. Let's have a nice old time with him and his friend. This is proving much easier than I anticipated for, this game. Oh, he came back and grew bigger. Come on, die! Die, die, die! Got, better swords than he does. He explodes. Insert plot device. A portal. Looks like fun. Let's go through. Meet the sage. I hate this. I really do. You go through these portals, and you wind up in this place. And it's a slightly different place each time. They basically signal the end of an act, and you have a chat with the sage, the father, the daughter, someone else. Basically, God. Apparently God is 5 people as opposed to the conventional belief of 3. I'm not getting into a theological debate here. I refuse to be goaded. And she's crying, and boundless is creation, and so I'm doomed to weep evermore. Now unbidden this wisdom I will impart, for I am the sage, a woman whose heart will weep no more. In truth, no, I am truth, will you learn? Well, that's nice. Worlds great and small have ended before me. They're now beyond count, yet I remember all. For each star I have bled and do bleed still. My tears are tomes, great oceans to remember the burnt people of lands far and near. And yet I am but one of many, forgotten in places bereft of light, now remembered. And so this gift I give freely. There are others, they wait to speak. Seek them and you shall learn, for I am the sage and my gift is knowledge. Woe to the dark, for knowledge is light and light shines still.
To uncover nonsense is frustrating.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you sit through this. You get to listen to him talk a lot. He is a man, he follows you through the entire game. He's got some stupid name like Mumble. Now I feel really bad because that was the name of the penguin in Happy Feet. That's a nice penguin, but strange man and spoilers, spoiler alert, please skip ahead, 10 seconds if you don't want to hear. Turns out he's a demon planning to be the leader of all demons, and the whole purpose of this game is to simply help him. By accident, but you help him. You don't actually succeed at anything. I think I'm about done. I don't want to play this game any more than I already have. If you get the opportunity, don't get this game.